Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Syracuse Orange and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Syracuse head coach before the game. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Nelson. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown Orange. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That is how feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Might be changing the route. Sellers. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. On the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Wilson! Dunham! Hey, Dunham! Go! Leak!
Here's Sellers to throw. Using the quick game. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lions. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Unloads quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown UNLV.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored just... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Vegas.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? I mean, he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Nelson. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Completes the shuffle pass. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Miller. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Motion from the wideout. Just feeds the running back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Orange lineup here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And so far early in this game, and you've got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, It's Nelson. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. He got it right inside the pylon. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he puts through the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sellers. Pocket breaking down. He sacked. This defense all over it. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to take off. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior. But you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
The corner route will always be one of those staple routes versus zone. So if you see zone, it's a great job by the wide receiver pushing vertically. You see him threaten that safety, and then you break off to the sideline where it's really hard for that corner to get back in the play.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw it, Sellers. Fires quickly. Inside the 30, down to the 29, and picks up a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Quarterback making checks. Running inside. It's Washington. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This is a designed run. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. There's a crease. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets past the marker. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Gonna take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the number 14 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Eagles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football at that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The offense changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz. And not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end. And you add the answer to the test right there.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Sellers using his legs to buy some time. Working on the right. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see, just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Rushes on him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Orange will have to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Washington. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Sellers. Fires to the right. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
To the air, it's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's the one thing this offensive coordinator always stresses is having balance in the offense. First play you throw it, get a nice one. Second play you run it and get another nice one. And this defense is totally on their heels. They literally just get on the field. We're approaching the third play of the drive, and already this defense finds themselves in their own red zone.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Lyons. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to throw, it's Sellers. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Sellers. Under fire. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. He's got it along the sideline. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A designed run for the quarterback. Got a little grass, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Syracuse right back at it.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Goes to the option. The option, he'll keep it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He might want another play. Play fake, Sellers. Pressure coming. Wiggles free. Here's a heat. Now he's looking into the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. dealing with a second and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.